Hey, you're finally awake. Today, I felt like I need to share this out because, well, I guess it's time to explain. You know, last year in 2023, I was never depressed. I was happy, I felt great, and I felt like keeping the same expression for me. So 2023 was a great year for me last year. I didn't get a chance to make a video about it last year when we head to the end of 2023. I just wanted to make the world a better place for 2023. And that's what I did. I did make the world. I did make everything great again. It's not like I'm Donald Trump going, yeah, let's make the world better. Yeah. No, 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 no. Don't ever say that in front of my face. Come on. But let's get to the serious part, y'all. I mean, I don't really like sharing this out, but I think it is time to come out and talk about this. And also, I never shared. I think I did a little bit. Maybe or maybe not. I think you've seen a little comment checking on me to say, "Are you okay, dude?" I never shared my depression story, but I think it's best if we share it today. And also, I'm going to get this video uploaded today after this. And I have some other videos that I will upload when I'm in recovery. That's right. I'm going to do this video early. I don't think I'll have the chance to get it in the end of 2024, so I'm just going to do it early. Why was 2024... I screwed up. Why 2024 was the worst year for me. There, I said it. You happy? I hate this year. There, I needed to come out and say it. Don't worry, I'll censor it and make sure everything's all good. Now, I know a lot of people have been thinking that I'm not okay. And I know a lot of good fans out there after they watch my YouTube channel, they'll be like, I wonder what Boy Blam's life is like outside of the internet. Is it a good life for him or is it a bad life for him? Oh, that's going to be a lot to explain because I used to be depressed back in 2016 through 2022. Yeah, I don't think I ever told you about this, but it is time to share out how I felt over the years and this year as well. Except for 2023, I love putting 2023 a better place. I love the year. I know. Back in November 2023, my old depression was coming back, so I had to go get therapy and stuff. But I felt like, you know what? Let's celebrate Christmas and maybe do it next year. So of course I was like, all right, let's wait. And then I had to spend my happy times finishing up 2023, and 2023 was the best year of my life. I I pretty much enjoy 2023 more than the years before I was depressed. I mean, or the years during depression until I got out of it in 2022. Not because of sober or not because of therapy or stuff. The only thing I noticed is that I looked at my dog Coco, and she felt super worried for me. So of course I gave Coco all the loves and support way before we had Cletus. And I believe Cletus is pretty much worried about me and feels bad about it because do y'all remember what I said back in last videos ago where Cletus got abandoned after he got hit by a car and then he got rescued by lots of people back in 2021? Or no, 2020. Yeah. The poor thing wasn't eating well. And I hope those old owners got arrested. I really do. I really hope these guys got arrested for what they did. But actually, no, that didn't happen. But the only thing I remember is that Cletus got hit by a car back then when he was a puppy, and and then his old owners had to put him in the shelter, animal shelter, and hospitals to get him well, see if his leg got fixed. He could still move with that leg, but then he got abandoned and just went to the animal shelter. And he had to spend his depression years since 2020 through 2023. Until then, we rescued him. And I'm so glad that me and Cletus are friends. He didn't really much eat well back then. He was pretty nervous, and I feel so bad. But then I showed him how to eat, but I didn't really eat the dog food. So, of course, I just gave him a nibble of dog food, and he seemed to like it, and he got back to eating. The poor dog was skinny, but he's getting back to his own weight now, so it's good to see a dog getting back to where you started before you had to go through recovery and bad stuff. So yeah, let's talk about my depression. Not only everyone can be great, and a lot of people out there could suffer with it. Now back then, the year before I was never depressed back then as a kid. I was never depressed. I was smiling, and of course, I didn't really do well at school. But on the other hand, I wasn't depressed. Now, the thing is, I had autism, and it wasn't the best thing to have. But on the other hand, you have to live with it. Now, everyone has autism, and I get it. I support y'all, whoever has autism, and pretty much what it is. So, of course, I had a good time, had a good run before I had YouTube. I know I started YouTube in 2015, but I didn't really use this channel. So I only used another channel, which it had to be the Go Animate channel. Of course, I was a Go Animate freak with glasses that had zits all over his face. What do you mean? Okay. But that channel's gone. Now I'm using this one, the one I didn't touch since January 3rd through May 12th, 2016. You know, I could have started YouTube as a kid, but not anymore. So, of course, seeing myself was the best thing to see. I met some friends that you may know, Zerdy. Of course, me and Zerdy go way back. Me and Zerdy go way back together. And, of course, I know I used to collab with Zerdy back then, and also his old projects, but now they're all thrown in the trash due to stress and stuff. So I only collab one thing though. It had to be the Sonic.exe comic dub. So of course it was. It had to be Knuckles, Tails, and Cream, and like Knuckles, Tails, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pop this kid's balloon, and yeah, go do it. And then of course balloons pop. Well done, boys. And then there you go. Yeah, I think you'll recognize my voice there, because I think I used to voice his Tails. He used to voice his Knuckles. We had a friend that used to be on YouTube. I always use "Hey everyone" just to remember. So I'm just gonna say the first part of her name, Miss L. I'm not making fun of it. Just say Miss L. She doesn't want to be recognized on YouTube, so Miss L. Let's remember. Anyways, I know I collab with Miss L sometimes. We both laugh at videos together, and we like laughter. Laughter is the best medicine for anyone out there. All right, let's get to my depression. Every time when I come home from school, I usually get upset. I get angry a lot. I never plan to death threat or anything. I just get super upset. Sometimes I want to kick a table and just flip it over, because I had homework stress, I had English teacher stress. It was not the best medicine for me. And I could definitely notice that looking back at it, it just feels way worse. Because that's where I started depression in 2016 in September. And I tried telling my viewers about it. I didn't know what the word depression means, so of course I cried and got upset. It wasn't the best medicine. Of course, we all had YouTube drama as well. That could get into someone's depression, mind, or anything. It's not the best help for anyone. I tried to get help back then, so of course I went to a social class that helped me get better, and it didn't go well so far. I did tell him about the teacher that got upset at me, aka the angry English teacher. Always gets upset at me every day for unfinished homework or something. I didn't get a chance to finish up homework, and I always struggle. That's the reason why I had to start depression, and I didn't really overthink it after moving out of that hometown back in 2017. So I didn't overthink it. I uh I always had very bad things about it. I had some nightmares back then. I woke up in this fear of agony, and then yeah, that wasn't the best thing I had. Of course, YouTube drama also happened in 2017. So yeah, so then I had to get myself better. I had to enjoy the new school I went to back then in 2017. And no, we didn't. We moved out and after I had to go finish up my last depression semester in 2017. So, which is half of 2017. So cut that pie in half. So of course I'm still having fun after all that. I did talk to my friends about it. We both roasted that teacher, and oh my god. I even diss tracked one YouTuber that was in the same class. Now, I'm not going to mention his name because apparently, if I do, it's going to get worse. And the diss track wasn't good, but I know a lot of people and I group up together and diss track that person. It wasn't a good one, to be honest. But on the other hand, our teacher caught us and talked to us about it. We didn't get in trouble or anything. The only thing I remember is that one YouTuber and us as students, we never fight, which is punch people in the face and yeah, I almost said a bad word. It and shit. So of course we had to go get help. So we had a counselor and one teacher talk to us about cyberbullying, and it wasn't the best thing to do. I used the cyberbully back in 2016 through 2021 until I learned my lesson not to do it anymore. So I'm it's gone. I'm not cyberbullying anymore. I know I used to do that, but not anymore. Not anymore. All right, but there is I since we skipped through 2020, of course, 2020 was a up year. I know a lot of people were stressed. They want to go outside, see their friends again. I didn't see my friends in IRL anymore because I had lots of supporting friends back in 2019 until I didn't see them anymore. I was just fucked up. I was just fucked up, just upset, depressed. Had to talk to people about it. I just didn't see them anymore. It wasn't the best ride for me since 2020 through 2022. And then in 2022 in May, it went worse and worse. Until then, at the end of probably about May, like, until then at the end of May, I finally got out of depression, and I was like, all right, I just beat depression, but I won't come back to it anymore because Coco was worried about me, and I had to, of course, put some kind of a weapon down or a knife or anything. Just put it down and give your dog love and support. Stay with them, be with them. Just love them forever. You gotta love who you are. So then, of course, I kept running and running, and 2020, the end of 2022 through 2023 was the best year of my life. So of course I was never depressed in 2023 until my old depression was coming back. It was about to come back in November, but it didn't happen. I was almost back in depression because, seeing things about my past and everything, I was living in a dark room, a dark past or anything. Who knows? So of course I tried to go get therapy and help. And then I spent my last days of being happy in January 2024 until it happened again. So of course I came back into depression, anxiety, stressed out, vibes, negative thoughts, negative vibes. It was not the best look for me. Now sometimes whenever I feel upset, I just feel angry a lot. Whenever I do something wrong or some mistakes, I just come home and, not overthink it. Just try your best not to overthink the shit. Overthink this fucked up hell. Don't do it. Yeah, seriously, don't overthink. It's not the healthiest thing to do. I had some trouble, trying my best to not mention it and all, and it keeps going. It's like the years stop coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I head down. Okay. I miss you, Steve Hartwell. You're my favorite. Okay. I know I grew up as a Smash Mouth fan before I had YouTube, so please, all respects to Steve. Anyways. Well, my days are coming to an end. Not really, but if I don't get myself fixed, I may not be the person I'm gonna be anymore. Like, on YouTube, I feel fine. Outside of the YouTube, I don't feel fine. I have to make sure everything's alright for me. I gotta stand up for myself. I gotta stand up for my depression year. I know I had some good runs and good collabs with friends. Again, I am trying my best to make more collab videos happen, but I don't know if it'll happen again because I have to get recovered first. And recovery is going to be the way out of depression. So I didn't really have therapy last year and half of 2022. I was like, let's stick with it. So I was like, you know what? Let's keep going. If I ever get back to it, then yeah, I'll have to go get therapy. So I smiled, give myself a thumbs up in 2022 through 2023 and just, live the life. Live with what you got. I think 2023 was probably the best year for me because I made some good videos. I made some videos of me not being depressed, and I always gotta think of what's going on. And sometimes I almost did get back into depression a little bit. I always sit back and relax, just not think of depression. I always think of something better than depression. Maybe it had to be horror movies. And it's not depression. It's good. Listen, I watch horror movies for a living because I always think of horror movies. So, of course, I love watching horror movies. Okay, listen, I'm a horror fan, alright? I know I'm making short horror film Fridays a living, but please. So, yeah. I don't know what to say, but a lot of people out there are going to be living like this as well. So, chances are it's going to happen to you too. You'll never have a chance to get through it. You're going to have a chance to do bad things to yourself, and I don't think you should do it. Don't do that. No. Let's take your time wisely. Why don't you talk to someone? Now, I didn't really get a chance to talk it out, but the only thing I know is I talked it out with my twin sister. Speaking of my twin sister, we do not live in the same country. We do not live in the same state. Okay? The reason why I call Plantos my twin sister is because she was born on the same month and day. And I'm like, when I first met her in 2018, I was like, holy snap. I have a sister, but not a sister, a twin sister. So of course we both met. We tried to, I don't know, we tried to do a collab, but I didn't really ask her for any social media that she has. She made Walfus stuff. I know I used to be on Walfus back then. You know, the mini characters that you pop around and you can make some art with them, or it's better than Gotcha Life, I gotta say. Just let you know, my twin sister didn't introduce me to this. It had to be Miss L. So anyways, well, if you ever thought your history would have gotten worse, it is gonna get worse for me. So I'm gonna do my best to come clean. I know 2024 was a very up year for me. And I know there was a lot of YouTubers retiring. Retirement plan like Matt Pat. Of course, Matt Pat retired before I became depressed. No, at first I became depressed, then Matt Pat planned his retirement. Wow, looks like everything got predicted in a pickle jar. Anyways, I just want to address some things out. Sometimes I don't feel right. You know, sometimes I have to think about getting help in therapy and stuff. I tried getting therapy. I did. I tried to get therapy and stuff, and I started off with online BS, and it wasn't working out all right. I tried calling, and it didn't work out all right. Anyways, what's the next thing? So I had to wait for 2 months, and actually no, let's just say 5 months. I had to wait until I had to go get more help. So I was just waiting. Until then, I look up to my favorite Jack star hero, Steve-O. Do you guys know, you guys watch Jack, right? Yeah, I was a big Jack fan back then in 2021 through, actually no, 2016 was the, yeah. Don't watch this movie, by the way. I know I know it's funny and all, but the stunts are way fucked up, and don't try. I try to plan to do a stunt myself, but I don't think that's gonna happen. You know, I have a sensitive body, and I could end up with bruises, scars, and also hurting myself wouldn't be the best idea. But all the movies were funny. The TV series was pretty low budgeted but funny. Yeah, I also saw the fourth Jackass movie back then in 2022. I had a badass uncle until he got into distress, and yeah, he's probably in bars right now, which that also sucks. But he's got to serve his time in prison somehow. It's a good thing I wasn't drugged up or anything, because I never do drugs. Anyways, what else should I say? So I had to watch Steve-O's podcast, and every time when I see an advertisement, he had to tell everyone to go get better help. I didn't know what it was back in 2023. I was like, no, 2021 actually. I was like, what's better help? And then in 2023, I was like, better help? I don't need that. Maybe I could whenever I get depressed again. Maybe not. Because I'm still smiling. That was me in 2023. And now this year, I was like, alright, Steve-O wants me to get better help. I'm doing it. So, of course, I signed myself up to better help. And I was there. You know, just waiting for it. And I participated in one therapy text message because I needed a private room or something, so of course I started texting my therapist. And then my second appearance to the therapy, I had to call him. And of course I talked to him about how I'm not doing very well. I get a little feisty and angry, and also hurtful. Yeah. And yes, everything is true because I did injure my arm. I didn't break it, but I did injure it. So I don't feel like showing uh, a picture because it's going to get graphic and violent. So I don't think I should show that. It kind of looks like a cat scratched my arm. But anyways, uh, I talked to my family members about it. I talked to my mom, parents out there. I talked to them, told them about my therapy and stuff, and then they're like, "No way." So of course they didn't know about it. And until then, they know about the truth of how much you have to pay, and then that's when they kick the pooch. No, 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 no. They didn't really kick a pooch. They just I had to use that. I had to use that as a quote. Figure of speech, man. So, of course, it had to be I screwed the pooch. So, anyways, I was a kick in the pooch, whatever you want to call it. God dang it, I don't know. So, of course, I wasn't the best person anymore. I was like, all right, hooray, depression again. And then the past months of me being depressed in one day wasn't the best. You know, sometimes I feel depressed and then I was like, all right, I'm returning. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore. I think maybe it is best for me to stay off of social media. But I'm still going to upload YouTube videos for y'all a little bit. And then put an update of how I'm doing so far. So, yeah. I live in a dark past, man. I don't really know how that's going to go. My past was... First it was happy in the half side. And then in 2016 it was the dark side. And then half of 2022 through 2023, it was better for me. I know I did a lot of collabs and helpful stuff, Jackbox with friends. Um, yeah, I've been helping people out with that. So yeah, I'm just out there helping people. I did save. You know, I never told you about this back in 2021. I had a depressed culinary chef that was suffering anxiety, and you know it would have been better if I actually did chose that person as my bread house partner, because it would have been better if I did chose that person as the gingerbread house partner, because we built a gingerbread house, and I thought about it as a candy shop, but then everyone thought it would have been a Halloween shop or a Halloween spooky scary gingerbread house. That was way too much. I thought about it as a candy shop, just a big gigantic store that says candy shop, and then just have these doors to enter in. Uh, have every candy logo that says Butterfinger, Kit Kats, Reese's, Hershey's, all that stuff. I was glad I was going to become partners with that person, but then there was actually a uh hold on, give me a minute. There was a turnover, so the stupid culinary chef had to put me with a different partner. And that was when that person got depressed and got upset about it. And one of their friends had to cheer him up, and I had to go talk to the person. I'm like, hey, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. So yeah, I was right next to their side. I always had to make sure they didn't, become depressed or hurt themselves, or even worse, dead. So, anyways, I just want to throw that out there. Now, that's not all. Am I working through recovery? Yes, I am doing that. I probably might have to stay off social media until uh maybe when I get better soon. Maybe. I will get better soon. I promise. If anyone follows me on its on oh, I didn't mean on any other social media out there, I will post updates from there to make sure how I'm doing so far. And I am gonna end up like this unlikable person out there that hates people. Wants to become like the bad Santa movie. Okay, don't watch that movie. It's not the best movie, but don't watch it. It's a rated R movie. You shouldn't have watched it. Don't watch it. Bad news, my grandma watches it, okay? And she thinks it's funny. I think I might end up like drunk Billy Bob Thornton out there when I get older. Yeah. Billy Bob Thornton. Okay, okay. Alright. I have seen Bad Santa a little bit in 2021. And I think I might end up like him. So I'm doing my best not to end up like Bad Santa or Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, that's the guy's name. Yeah, I'm Billy Bob Thornton. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyways. Y'all think I'm gonna drink alcohol until I'm a killer Santa? Alright, anyways. Yeah, Bad Santa's a violent movie, so I don't think you should watch that. It's not like a horror movie. It's a depressed, drunk guy that throws alcohol bottles and does robbery with his little elf partner that is dressed up as an elf. But yes, I am going to get into recovery, and we are working on it. Trying to get, I'm still fighting out there because I still have to battle depression. If I don't, I'm going to end up like Matt Pat's editor, Ronnie. Yeah, I've seen what happened to Ronnie losing the battle. I didn't know about it in 2022. Until then, after I was depressed, I had to look up Matt Pat just looking sad and all, and it had to be losing the battle. And that was when it brought me into tears a little bit. That was when Matt Pat, tells all the viewers out there to keep talking. And yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do my best to stay off of social media and try to get it out of my system. So, yeah, maybe I will take breaks off of YouTube, but I will upload daily, and then I'm gonna put some description, uh, let you know description things, updates. You're gonna look at them in the descriptions to make sure how I'm doing so far. So maybe not, but you'll see how it is. Maybe I'll post from the community post just in case if you need updates or something, because it is hard to upload videos these days. Back then I tried uploading YouTube videos and I get interruptions. Remember that? Yeah, those were the annoying times for me. So yeah, 2024. I know we have 2 months left of this year, but 2024 has became the worst year. Good YouTubers turning into bad YouTubers. Good YouTubers retiring, and it's just the worst year for me. I think it's best that I am ready to stay off of social media, but I am. Now, I'm still going to upload videos. I still got to do Short Horror Film Fridays, Final Fridays. Yeah, I'll still do that. Because y'all don't want to miss out Final Fridays, and I am doing my best to make sure to get it in on time. I did have some stressed out problems with it. I tried to record on the Nintendo Switch, and no, not the Nintendo Switch. I meant the Xbox. The Xbox Chronicles. Yeah, I tried to record on the Xbox, but then I had a stressful time fixing up the audio, and then I'm like, oh, good. I fixed it. So yeah, I'm proud that I got the audio fixed, and it's working pretty fine. I know I had some audio trouble back then in 2021, where the audio starts delaying, and it was. I think I was ready to fix it up, and I patched it. I know I'm not using my 4K capture card. It's not working out okay because sometimes the new capture card can show the no signal sign after I play a new game, and it's annoying. So I might have to get a new one. or something. I don't want to destroy it, but I might as well have to get a different one. Well, whatever's a good one. I'm doing my best to get that. I know this is sound very insane from yesterday. I know I wasn't stressed out about the computer controversy. My PC not fitting in right together, and a lot of people were just jealous. And a lot of people thought I binge bought all of that. No. I didn't binge buy. Why would you ask me that question? I didn't binge buy all of this. I never binge buy. Come on. Anyways, so yeah, I know we have 2 months left, but I'm gonna try and make it up. And then whenever I feel better, I'll let y'all know. And I am recovering. I'm gonna try and recover for tomorrow and maybe the next day. And if you need to check on me, just make sure you do. Please make sure you feel free. Don't reach out anytime you need. I'll probably be out there. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. 2024, you. Hope you get a better. I hope 2025 will be a better year. Since GTA 6 is coming. Alright, anyways. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know if we'll be able to make it to 2K, but we have to. And comment, share this out with your friends. Give the video a like. And if you don't like it, dislike it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. And maybe my friends need some better time without me. I'm not gonna kill myself or anything. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get myself recovered and fixed first. And then I'll try and come back. If y'all need me for anything. I will post an update on the community post and also descriptions whenever I upload a new YouTube video, so I'll let you know. Alright, take care, and don't end up like Daniel Henschel. Don't open your mouth and start saying things if you don't know what you're talking about! Wait, I'm not done! Oh crap, I'm sorry, I'm not done. Hold on, I also need one more thing. If you are suffering in depression, anxiety, stress, and if you don't have anyone to talk it out, I recommend talking out with a friend, a family member, mom or dad, obviously any other family members out there you can talk to, your big brother or your big sister, just anyone out there. I do want you to know that you need help. If you are depressed, go get yourself some help. And I also want you to contact a suicide hotline if you need to go talk to someone right now. And if you, like I said, let me fix this one more time. If you're planning to struggle by killing yourself, I recommend calling a suicide hotline to see if you can get yourself better, because I had a lot of people tell me to go call them and make sure I don't do bad things to myself. So, please. I want you to get better. I don't want you to end up like me or any other friends out there that you probably may know that depression is not healthy. And you need to go get help right away. Immediately. Or you could start fresh tomorrow, but don't just continue it. Don't push it back. You need to bounce back with therapy. And I know I've watched a lot of Hell's Kitchen out there. I've seen this one episode of one struggling chef battle with his demons. This was in Rookies versus Veterans. This guy named Chris, he was just battling his demons. He talked to sous chef Christina about it, Hell's Kitchen season 10 winner, and she had to go pull up Gordon Ramsay, and Gordon Ramsay told him that you have to go get help. Yeah, you cannot spread this out right next to your friends. They're going to think that you're not the best person that I don't want to hang out with. You need to go get help. Serious help. Well, I think that's all I got to say now, so alright. if you have some updates, please comment them down below, and I'll make sure you keep yourself safe. You don't want to end up bad. You'll end up like Daniel Henschel. All right, I'm done. All right, take care.